Hi, Stephen from Eden Health
And
Foods.
Karen from Eden Health Foods.
You've landed, congratulations. You've landed on the ultimate biotic page. This is the best probiotic on the planet. Trust me, I've tried them all. Many decades ago, I tried this product when it had 12 strains. It was nothing like what it had today, what it is today. We've developed it further. We've added more prebiotics. And when I tried it back then, I was like, whoa, what have I just taken? When you take this product, you will be introducing a lot of really strong, healthy, good bacteria into your system. It has 18 strains, 25 billion per teaspoon CFU. That's colony forming units, not bacteria, colonies of bacteria. 5 different prebiotics. Specifically, prebiotics are basically special food that help feed the good bacteria in this product. You get 228 serves per tub. 228 serves per tub. This is unheard of. Most of the companies will give you 30 serves or 60 serves, and you'll be charged the same amount a lot of the time, and you'll die wondering if it works. And a lot of this product has been around for about 50 years. We've had it in Australia for about 25 years. 25 years is a long time. And the most common response we get from people is, I've tried every probiotic out. Yours is the only one that works. The most dramatic response I've ever had to this product, I've got many stories to tell. I'm just going to tell this one. I was at an expo about many years ago. It was in Melbourne, Australia. And we had samples of this product sitting out on the table. And the lady took one, had it, and walked away. As people do, they just try a sample. She took about 5 steps one way and she ran back. And she came back. She goes, "What did you just give me?" I said, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" And she said, "Oh my goodness, what was in that stuff?" I said, "Oh, it's a probiotic, ultimate biotic." I go, What do you feel?" She goes, "That felt unbelievably good. I took it straight away. I just felt really good in my." I go, "Oh, like you." She goes, Her and her daughter both had the same reaction. Says, "We've suffered from incredible bad digestion and a bad stomach and bad intestines for our whole lives." And I can't believe how good that's happened. That's the most dramatic one, but that has happened so many times where people take it and feel something immediately. Why? Because you don't have to die wondering whether this product is going to work. And it's not like one of those probiotics where people say, "I've taken so-and-so brand. It says take 1 capsule. I needed to take 6 capsules. I needed to take 12 capsules. I needed to take a teaspoon, a tablespoon." Some people say they've taken the whole bottle, all the capsules, and nothing happened. The problem with this product is if you take too much, don't take too much. It's got a real lot of really healthy, good bacteria in this product. Karen.
Oh, it's just on the note of not taking too much. You've just got to make sure that you really heed that warning, because that your gut relies not only on good bacteria but also bad bacteria. It's a balance, and you always want to make sure that your gut has more good bacteria than bad bacteria, but you don't want to completely wipe out the population of bad bacteria as well, because the
It's a balance.
the bad bacteria has a purpose in your gut, and that is mainly to teach your immune system about its surroundings, but also just to keep the levels of everything in there uh, functioning properly. And so you don't want to completely wipe out your population of bad bacteria. So don't take too much. Just take exactly as the dosage recommends.
And also because it's got so many strains, it's got 18 strains, you're gonna be maybe introducing some strains that your body hasn't seen since you were a baby or maybe ever. So this product has colony forming and transient colony forming units. It's also got what's called soil-based organisms. Soil-based organisms are exactly what it sounds like they are. They're from the soil, and because we're in a desanitized world, everyone's like washing their hands and things like that, which is really bad for you. It's really bad to kill the beneficial bacteria on your hands, but we're not exposing ourselves to some of these soil-based organisms. And so when you take these soil-based organisms, you're going to be introducing something that you're going to shock your body a little bit. And so you want to take the recommended serve. You don't want to take too many. And also soil-based organisms are larger colonies. And so larger colonies than maybe other bacteria. And so a really good way to describe that is, what's the difference between, the different planets in our universe? Some are smaller and some are larger. And have a look at the sun and how big that is compared to maybe planet Earth. And have a look at our sun compared to some of the other, like Betelgeuse and some of these other big suns in the universe. They're even dwarfed. And so that's maybe a really good analogy. And that probably is another good analogy to describe what happens, or our colonies. So our colonies, there's 25 billion whole colonies. A lot of the probiotics out there are centrifuged, or they're shaken or stirred. And what that means is that the colonies are broken up to get a larger colony count, because a lot of times it's all about
The numbers.
the numbers, the advertising. And if you notice how capsules or probiotics have grown over the years, the colony counts are larger, larger, larger. Now you've got 1 trillion. I saw one the other day, but the capsules are still the same size. Do they squeeze more in there? No. What they do is they make the colonies weaker until they get a larger colony count and a larger number, which means they charge you more, but you're actually getting less because you're getting a weaker colony, you're getting a smaller colony. And what happens is when you consume that, the colonies get attacked by the acidic environment in your stomach, and so there's less chance of that colony getting through to your large intestine where you want it to go. Where ours are larger colonies, unshaken and strong, because they've been metabolizing or eating the good probiotics in there, the 5 different special foods we have in here. And so they're alive, they're fit, they're not in a fridge, they're stable at a room temperature. This is like a live ecosystem. They're multiplying right now in there. And when you consume them, those, because they're larger colonies and they've been eating, they're fed. It's like a weak person that hasn't eaten and they've been in the fridge freezing, compared to someone that's been eating a real nourishing diet. They're like a bodybuilder, and they're ready for the fight of entering that hostile environment. So sure, some of our probiotics might get eaten but because they're so large, they might get attacked from the outside, but there's more chance of those colonies, or a larger percentage of those colonies, getting through to your large intestine where you want them to go.
It's all about the surface area to size ratio, and so the volume of what's inside our clusters is a lot larger. So our volume that's inside our clusters is a lot larger than what's inside a small cluster, and so the small clusters are really getting attacked by that stomach acid and the oxygen and the temperature, and so it's going to really cause a weak bacteria or a bacterial colony, and they're going to really be subject to all those attacks if they're smaller.
A lot of clinical studies, double-blind, randomized studies are coming out now, and we haven't got the time to present them on this, but they're out there, and they're actually proving what we've been saying for decades, that probiotics without prebiotics is useless. And so a lot of companies, we've had this product in Australia for 25 years, and so a lot of companies are now putting prebiotics with their probiotics, and that's great. That's great. So maybe some of them will start to work, and you won't be wasting our money. We've been trialing this and getting really good results in the laboratory. So a lot of the costs in this product is in the testing. And so we can guarantee that when you open this can in 12 months or in 24 months or whenever, that you're still going to have what we say it has. So the bacteria are going to be in there, they're going to be alive, they're going to be fighting fit, ready to enter that hostile, acid, also very warm environment. Because a lot of people say, how come your probiotic's not in the fridge? Well, can you imagine taking a probiotic out of the fridge? We're not putting them in a fridge. You're putting them in a 37 degree, like a really warm environment. So how are they going to survive? And how are they going to survive if they have no food? And so the prebiotics they act like a kind of like encapsulation or like a gel. And so if you mix this product with, the best way to do it is in apple juice or grape juice or non-acidic juice. And this has been clinically proven that's the best method to take this, because the pectins in the apple juice and grape juice act like another prebiotic and speed up the metabolism. And so when you leave it to soak in water or some of those juices for a little while, the probiotics start metabolizing and they're really, you'll have more than what we say is on the label, and that's the best way to take it. And so that acts like it becomes like a little bit jelly like, and that's like a capsule or like a transport mechanism to get those good bacteria through to where they want to go. There's tons and tons of research and science and decades and decades and decades of research and research and development and clinical experience in putting this product together. This is the bee's knees. This is it.
Another question we tend to get a lot is the origin of these bacteria. So they're all grown in a lab. Are they vegan? Yes, they're all grown in on vegan media, but also they are generations removed from their original or the original parent bacteria. So many generations, thousands of generations removed. And so you might see some bacteria in there that you recognize from dairy origins, or maybe even from the human body. Just remember that they're at least 1,000 generations removed from that, and since then they've been growing on vegan media. And so it's all done in a controlled situation in a laboratory, so everything is very clean.
We could talk till doomsday on this product. There's so much clinical information. We just thought we'd keep it simple today. But a lot of people comment. They say, why should I take it? Well, traditionally people have always eaten or consumed fermented foods like sauerkraut or yogurt or whatever with every meal 3 times a day for generations. We haven't done that, especially in the Western world. And so, but even if you have done that, or even if you are doing that, a lot of people say, I do eat kefir, I'll consume different things. Why is it when I take your product I feel so much better? It's because it doesn't have that range of good bacteria. It doesn't have those soil-based organisms. Sometimes I don't even know what it is. But there are a few of the reasons why that, if you're just taking a yogurt that has Acidophilus bifidus or casei, you're only getting a few of those strains. You're only getting 3 of those strains, where this is going to give you a whole lot more in a real concentrated form. Because this is not yogurt. This is the bacteria in a really strong form. And so as we go through life, we don't have the same gut flora that we had when we were born. It's destroyed through, our environment, the things we eat, stress, so forth, just busy living. And so when you consume a product like this, you're going to notice a difference, and it's extremely important. So get Ultimate Biotic today. You won't be disappointed. It's great value for what it is.